Highland Boxing Promotions and Norris Singwangcha presents. For the first time ever, TrillerTV comes to Bangkok. 25 professional bouts, 3 championship matches. Fists of Fury, September 27th, live from World Siam Stadium. Prelims starts at 1 p.m. Streaming free on TrillerTV. Main card starts at 5 p.m. Only on TrillerTV Plus.
Get up, get down, let's move, let's groove. Feel the beat, feel the heat. Let's lose, let's choose. This night is ours. The stars, the lights will shine bright. Alright, all night. Oh yeah. Hands up, don't stop. We're flying high in the sky, so high we're flying by. The bass is thumping, hearts jumping. Boom, let's light it up, no stop. This room, let's go. Dance all night, dance, dance all night. Feel the vibe, feel the light.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and greetings to all the viewers watching live on TrillerTV and the YouTube channel Highland Boxing Promotions. We are live from the World Siam Stadium, and today, under the bright lights, we are proudly presenting to you Norris Thriller Highland Promotions. ประธานที่ปรึกษานะครับก็คือคุณนฤทธิ์สิงห์วังชาครับพลตรีดำรงศิลปกจรบุญนะครับ and the promoter today คุณสุพนัทจันแรม and Mr. Prico Santeg.
Yes, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you partisans of pugilistic pleasure around the world watching live on Thai TV and Triller. The officials would like to welcome Mr. Lu Gang, a promoter from China, Mr. Rav Das, a promoter from India, and Mr. Pukon Noyan, also a promoter. We'd also like to give thanks to our ABF officials here today. The Commissioner, Mr. Suraput Ponglianovich, Captain Tanat Saraban, Dr. Duraset Bubachair, Mr. Warawuz Duncow, the Chairman of Referees, Mr. Carlos Costa, Ms. Chris Yadek, Madam Pakapon Songmani, Mr. Natapon Kawajit, and Mr. Tanakorn Kantong. Peter, it's time for you to rock and roll the night.
Thank you, Mr. Philip Player. Today we have fighters from all over the world, and every punch, every round, and every fight is for pride and glory. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin this unforgettable and exciting afternoon with the bouts. Are we ready? ขอเสียงหน่อยครับ
Make a noise.
This first bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of super lightweight action. Introducing first, calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Chinatip Tawipoon.
Battle of Bangkok, flames rise. Battle of Bangkok, in your eyes. Echoes of war, thunder cries. Battle of Bangkok, no disguise. Towers crumble, steel and bone. Voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone. Blood and dust.
And now calling to the ring from the red corner, Jae-hee Moon.
The sound ascends. We're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear. Tonight's the night.
Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, official weight 62.4 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 4 victories, 19 defeats, and only 1 bout even. Hailing out of and proudly representing Thailand, Chinatip Tawipoon.
This is the place where you wanna be. Lights flash, colors seen in a dream. Showing the rhythm become.
And his opponent fighting out the red corner, official weight 62.7 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 1 defeat. hailing out of and proudly representing South Korea, Jae-hee Moon. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, Dayan Wonawut, and the three judges scoring ringside, Mr. Chris Sanyadet, Mr. Talagon Kantong, and Mr. Carlos Costa.
Naris Singh and TrillerTV. We kick things off today in the super lightweight division. This will be about over 4 rounds. It is Korea taking on Thailand. Jae-hee Moon in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with the black trim, and Chanthapat Ta Witpun in the blue corner with the black trunks and the white boxing logos.
Yeah, first fight of the night, you've got to set the pace. Big left hook upstairs to the right hand. Chanthapat starting early with these big shots to the body and upstairs.
Chanthapat, a veteran of 24 boxing fights, so you know he's got the round time in, Jimmy. Let's see what he can do with it here over 4 rounds. I mean, in a 4-round fight, are you trying to pace yourself or just trying to get in there and get the job done nice and fast?
I'm liking what I'm seeing with Chantapat's length as well, really using it to his advantage, really putting the shots right on the end of his fist here. Very nicely done so far by Chanthapat.
Chanthapat with the jab, closing the distance. Too much getting tied up inside the clinch. Referee Warwood Dinkao breaking them up.
Stiff jab from both of these fighters. I think Jae-hee's got to be a little bit more active here and start stating where he is inside this ring. He's got to get that jab working for him. He's got to start laying some of the traps. Because right now, Chanthapat is just dancing around him, landing some very nice shots. Although Jae-hee hasn't really been hit with too many big shots, he's definitely getting outworked at this point.
Clinch here, not much happening. Chanthapat pushing him away. Jae-hee just maybe thinking too much or just trying to plan it as much as he possibly can through this round. Pick the quality shots instead of throwing hurls of quantity.
Yeah, I mean, quality over quantity in boxing, as long as you've got knockout power, tends to do well. But when you're inside a ring, sometimes the quantity of shots is what's going to win you that round. The judges are going to be swayed by the people. Like that beautiful 1-2 combination right down the middle. Jae-hee needs to start getting an answer here because 4-round fights, Ali, you can't take any rounds off to try and find the timing. You've got to start forcing the action and forcing your reads. 4 rounds of boxing, a lot of gambling needs to go in.
Yeah, gambling on your decision-making for sure. Short uppercut there by Jae-hee. Jae-hee looking very stiff. I mean, this is his second professional boxing bout. Good uppercut there inside the clinch by Jae-hee.
I mean, Chanthapat doing a lot of moving on that back foot. You know, you tend to start tiring out if you're always on that back foot, but it's only 4 rounds. Has he got a 4-round gas tank? Time will tell. Jae-hee's starting to put the pieces together, but he keeps just walking towards him. I'd like to see Jae-hee come towards him with a jab, maybe a double jab, and set some of those shots up, because right now he's going on a straight line. Very predictable for Chanthapat.
Yeah, very linear, and it's easy for Chanthapat just to dance around him like that and time up in the clinch and chew up time on the clock. Speaking of which, we've got final few seconds of this round. And that is the end of the first round. We'll get the replays for you shortly, and then we will go into round number 2. What a round it was. Both fighters just measuring each other, trying to find the correct shots, find the right timing. Take a look at the replay here. Jae-hee did his best work when he was inside the pocket, throwing the uppercuts. Chanthapat wisely trying to keep him at bay. I mean, Chanthapat is the taller fighter of the two, so you'd expect him to keep this fight nice and long and make sure that he doesn't get hurt too much. You see there, Chanthapat stunning Jae-hee just before he went back to the corner with his final punch.
And that's another part of boxing that people need to talk about is recovery in between rounds. It's all good having a good output for 3 minutes, but how well can you control that 1 minute when you're not doing anything? I'm very curious here. What will he do coming out into this second round, Ali?
Let's see if he's recovered in time. Here we go, round number 2. We are set for 4 rounds if we go that far. Chanthapat with the black trunks and the white boxing logos, and Jae-hee with the red trunks and the black trim.
And again, Chanthapat just behind that jab, back on that back foot. Chanthapat has got to be aware that his right hand is going to work for him. He's already stunned Jae just ever so slightly, but Jae needs to get active here because right now we're already entering the halfway mark of this fight. And once you get past that second round, if you've given up any rounds for the sake of it, you're now playing catch-up rather than trying to win.
I mean, you talk about this a lot, Jimmy. It's all about footwork in boxing, and Chanthapat is very flat-footed when he's moving around the ring, but when he wants to throw a shot, he's very good at turning, rotating on his back foot like he did just there with the right hand. But if he's flat-footed, though, is that an advantage or a disadvantage to Jae? So
Chanthapat, when he's going flat-footed, it's working for him because he's allowed to sit down on his punches and really start delivering. But Jaehee's also got to realize as soon as someone goes flat-footed, you know they're about to throw a power shot, but you can also know that it's harder for them to turn around as well. So if you know someone can't pivot very easily because they're flat-footed, what do? You start creating angles. So Jaehee's got to look for those angles when Chanthapat starts to set his feet.
Well, I definitely think you should be in the corner at the moment because right now Jaehee's just going back and forth in straight lines.
Yeah, I like what Jaehee's trying to do. Jaehee's trying to walk him down with the broad shoulders. He's trying to get those stiff shots down the middle, but Jaehee's got to realize that the entire body's a target. You can't go for just the head. Go for the shoulders. Go for the chest. Go for that body, and then eventually set up some more knockout shots upstairs. But I think right now, you know, we can see this is Jaehee's second fight. He's going up against somebody who's had over 25 professional fights. I think this is more just an experience thing, but Jaehee's still in this fight. He's still in this. It's only 4 rounds, but I think his output has got to increase massively here.
Good jab there by Jae on the front foot. Chanthapat, though, with a beautiful check left hook. Tying them up here inside the clinch, and referee Warwick Duncow is breaking them up.
I do believe Chanthapat is winning this fight, but we also know with the judges, they tend to favor the person who comes forward. They like people who are always going forward and always taking the action. So Chanthapat is landing the cleaner, harder, more powerful shots, but Jae is taking the fight to him. Jae is constantly going forward, and he doesn't need to apologize here. I think that was a completely fine shot. His opponent went to the canvas and he carried on firing.
Yeah, less than 30 seconds to go in the second round. Jae with a jab. Chanthapat trying to keep him at bay, just chewing up clock as best he can on the back foot right here, danced around on the outskirts of the ring.
Yeah, final moments here, and again, I do, you know what we say, Ali, doesn't really sway anything at all. We've just got to give what we're seeing. And I tell everybody, we see what we see from every angle. The judges see one panel of the ring. I've got to give that one again to Chanthapat. I do think he is just outworking his opponent. He is landing the cleaner shots. But let's see some of these action replays. So you can see him throwing his arms in the air. He's got to believe he's got to pick up the pace here. I mean, for me, that round went very similar to the first round. The only difference was Jae was actually picking up the pace a little bit more. He was going on his front foot a little bit more. But if I'm Jae, I'm now starting to stutter step. I'm starting to go forward with a double jab. Instead of trying to walk towards my opponent, I'm going towards him with a double jab. Let's see some of these replays here. So Chanthapat does a very good job to stay on that outside range and then land his clean shots. But Jae started to pick it up here with a nice double jabs down the middle. So Jae had a better round. I just still think that Chanthapat is landing the cleaner, more powerful shots.
It was almost like it was an accomplishment for Jae to close the distance, get into the short range, get into the pocket, and then when he was there, he just couldn't let his hands go as comfortably as he would have wanted to.
Yeah, it's a very common thing in early boxing stages, well, of your career, to get tangled up a little bit too easily. It's very hard to know what to do, and that was a big right hand there landed by Chanthapat, but Chanthapat, to me, boxing well on that back foot. Jaehee's got to now close that distance. Nice left hook upstairs there by Jae.
Chanthapat again with a jab. Short, straight right there by Chanthapat. Chanthapat again going down to the canvas. Referee Warwick Duncow warning him to keep his body up. Got to agree with Warwick Duncow. Chanthatap's gone down to the canvas like that a few times in this fight. Surprised he hasn't been, you know, called a foul for it or called a knockdown.
Yeah, after a time, you've got to start realizing that someone going to the canvas either being pushed or it's down to fatigue as well. So That doesn't play in it, but Jaehee's having a much better round in this third round. He's starting to be aggressive. He's starting to put the power shots together. This is what we need to see from Jaehee. I think he's 2 rounds down. I think he's now playing catch-up, but this is exactly where he needs to be. He needs to get a knockdown at some point in this round or the next round.
Jaehee going to the body now. But as soon as he gets into the pocket, he just gets tied up inside the front by Chinatip, using his experience very, very well, and able to just keep on. It's a frustrating fight as a fight, really, because we know that Jaehee wants to be in there with a fight that's going to stand toe-to-toe with him, Jimmy, going to exchange leather back and forth.
Yeah, it's very hard as well when you're on the inside, because you've taught yourself on the boxing bag, you've taught yourself on the pads on how to throw combinations, but when you've got somebody who moves differently to a bag, moves differently to the pads, you start to realize that people move different. And again, he goes to the canvas, and the referee's calling it.
Yeah, got to agree. I think this is a sign of fatigue, and maybe something's going on. Maybe Chinatip was injured, and it's something that we didn't see. Yeah. We're not completely aware of, but that's a victory for Jaehee Moon.
I mean, look, to me, Jaehee picked it up in that third round. He started to push the pace. He started to put the action on, and like you said, it looks like Chinatip. Let's go to Mr. Denman with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 1 minute and 51 seconds, your winner by way of third round TKO, Jaehee Moon.
Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire.
Ladies and gentlemen, to continue this afternoon, let's continue to the second bout, as it is scheduled for 4 rounds of super middleweight action. Welcoming to the ring first from the blue corner, Thanawat Rungdet.
Battle of Bangkok, flames arise. Battle of Bangkok, in your eyes. Echoes of war, thunder cries. Battle of Bangkok, no disguise. Towers crumble, steel and bone. Voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone. Blood and dust, a kingdom throne. Pulse of drums, pulse of veins. Feel the fire break the chains.
Welcoming his opponent to the ring from the red corner, Adam Farhan Nazreen.
Let your body set free. This is the place where you wanna be. Life's flash colors seen in a dream. Join the rhythm, become the theme. Feel the rise as the sound ascends.
Introducing to you first, fighting out the blue corner, official weight 75.9 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 7 defeats. Hailing out of and proudly representing Thailand, Thanawat Rungdet. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, official weight 76.4 kilograms, making his professional debut, representing Malaysia, Adam Farhan Nazreen. And the third man in the ring in charge of the action once it begins, referee Chris Sanyadet. And the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Warawut Dun Kao, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Mr. Tanakon Kantong.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to fight number 2. This is a super middleweight matchup contested over 4 3-minute rounds of boxing. And in the red corner, making his debut today, we've got Adam Farhan Nazreen. He's representing Malaysia in the navy trunks with the yellow trim, and his opponent in the red corner is Thanawat Rungdet, representing Thailand, a veteran of 7 fights. Southpaw versus Orthodox, Jimmy. We love these matchups.
Yeah, anytime you get to watch a southpaw in action, I mean, you saw as well, Adam has such a huge scoring section as well. So many people here to support this young man in his professional boxing debut, representing Malaysia. I'm sure we've got a lot of people from Malaysia watching the stream right now as well.
And already he's looking the part. Great movement here from Adam as he measures away with his jab. Great left hand there by Adam on the front foot.
Beautiful. Absolutely great timing on that footwork. You can see he's got that amateur-style boxing as well. Very heavy on the footwork, in and out action, not overstaying is welcome. I'm liking what I'm seeing by Adam so far. Thanawat has had 7 professional fights. He's got to just throw something back here, but Adam is coming alive. And again, gets his shots in alley and then moves out of danger.
But the power that he's putting in behind these shots, Adam, they're great. Good placement and managing his power very well, because if we do have to go the full distance, Jimmy, you're going to need the same amount of energy, or almost the same for every single round. Good left hand there by Adam. That really rocks the head of Thanawat. And here's a count here by the referee, our first count here in round number 1.
I mean, Adam's got to be very pleased with this one. His power's working for him. His movement is working for him right now. But Thanawat did shake his head after that knockdown, so I think Thanawat is either embarrassed by it or just doesn't want to be in there right now, because Adam is very, very powerful with that backhand.
Yeah, reaching here, Adam, to find that shot. Good evasion there, and then landing the left hand right through the guards.
And this is, you know, one of those things when it's your first professional fight, you either get yourself tangled up, you don't throw the shots like you need to, but the issue here is Adam's already found his power shot as well. He's going to keep spamming it, but if it keeps working, keep using it.
Yeah, typical southpaw versus an orthodox. It's that left hand that unlocks this orthodox stance. And Adam here just doing a very good job of just being in and out of the range and just picking his shots when he needs to. Thanawat is in a world of trouble right now, trying to survive.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Adam's just selecting his shots the way he needs to be. He's not exerting his energy too much either. He's biding his time. He's reserving what he needs to. And like you said, he's got to have in the back of his mind that this fight could go 4 rounds. Beautiful left hand as well, straight to the body here. Thanawat turtling up, throws an overhand right. Exactly what he needs to do in these positions.
Yeah, good work there by Thanawat, just shelling up here and trying to unload with some heavy haymakers. He misses with the left hook and the right hand there. That's good work from him.
I do like that Thanawat threw something back. I mean, usually you would say grab your opponent, try and survive the round, but he's got to give Adam something to worry about as well.
Yeah, Thanawat happy to play possum. Don't forget, Thanawat is a veteran of 7 fights. Adam again with a good left hand as this round goes, and Thanawat goes down again for the 2nd time inside this round. That was literally seconds before we finished the round. And the action's going to continue. Let's see if Adam can get a quick stoppage, and that is the bell to end the first round. What a great round for Adam in his debut. Let's get the replays for you real quick. I mean, Thanawat showed some glimpses of hope at the end of the round, how he shelled up and just wanted to land his haymakers. But there's that left hand that we talked about so much. Thanawat taking a knee, taking a knee on his own accord to one of those left hands and firing back, as you can see on the replay, with the right hand. But Adam is firmly in control here. Like Jimmy pointed out, you know, definitely got an amateur pedigree behind him. Just the way he moves around the ring and how he's able to manage the shots, the power of his shots so well, not putting everything into every single shot and making sure that he places them perfectly instead of swinging wildly to get the knockout and wasting energy.
Yeah, everything you said, 100% agree. Adam, I think the great thing here is when it's your first professional fight, you want to try things out. You don't want to rush the process. Even if you feel like you can dominate your opponent in front of you, try and stretch out the fight as long as you can. Try and find your footing, try and find your range.
Okay, here we go. We're going to round 2 right now. Adam in the blue trunks with the yellow trim, and Thanawat in the black trunks.
And you know, for Adam, I'm not trying to count out his opponent, Tanawat. He's still a very tough man. He's had 7 professional fights. It's just he's not giving Adam really anything to worry about until he starts to turtle up. And like you said, when he plays possum, that's when he becomes dangerous.
Yeah, it seems like that's the only tactic that he wants to do. I mean, against a taller fighter, I don't blame him. It's a good idea. I mean, when they're unloading, you just land that big power shot that catches them off guard. Here comes Adam again with those right hooks to the body and the uppercut inside 2. And that is it. Referee Chris Sagnadet is calling a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 20 seconds in round number 2. Adam has won his professional boxing debut by TKO.
Yeah, I mean, what a great performance by this young man as well. First professional boxing fight, performs beautifully. We see some of these replays here. This is where he kept charging in. Now, I like that he went to the body. You know, one of the interesting things is you've got to learn that when your opponent is hurt, going to the body is going to do more damage in the long run than going to the head, especially if you're going to try and last the fight. So I like what Adam did there. He put on a great performance. He found his timing, he found his beat. But of course, let's go to Mr. Denman with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 34 seconds, your winner by way of second round TKO, Adam Farhan Nazim.
Strength and heart, there's no slacking. Feel the roar, the crowd is backing. In this fight, there's no backing. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher.
The third bout of the afternoon is scheduled for 4 rounds of super welterweight action. Calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Dayan, come on.
Battle of Bangkok, flames arise. Battle of Bangkok, in your eyes. Echoes of war, thunder cries. Battle of Bangkok, no disguise. Towers crumble, steel and bone. Voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone. Blood and dust, a kingdom.
And now entering the ring from the red corner, Sergey Vorobev.
This is the place where you wanna be. Lights, flash, colors, seen in a dream. Join the rhythm, become the theme. Feel the rise as the sound ascends. We're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear. Tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, official weight 70 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 12 victories, 48 defeats, and only 1 bout even. Representing Thailand, Oceania, come on!
Body set free. This is the place where
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, official weight 70.4 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 20 victories, 3 losses, and only 2 bouts even. Hailing out of and proudly representing Russia, Sergey Vorobev. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, referee Thanakorn Kantong. And the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Warawut Kao, Mr. Chris Sagnadet, and Mrs. Pakapon Sangmani.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to fight number 3. This is a super welterweight contest over 4 3-minute rounds. In the red corner, we've got Sergey Vorobev, who is wearing the white trunks. He is representing Russia, but he currently fights out of Australia with a professional boxing record of 25 bouts. And in the blue corner, we've got Dayan, come on, who is representing Thailand in the blue shorts with a professional boxing record of 61 bouts.
Yeah, we've seen Dayan fight several times. A very, very tough guy, very explosive. Gets down low, but sends these huge right hooks and left hooks upstairs. Oh, he just saw it there. But Sergey, to me, has the style and the height to beat someone like Dayan.
Sergey there with a check left hook. I mean, this is a great matchup that we love, Jimmy. It's a David versus Goliath matchup with in terms of the height. And you like to say a lot, you just mentioned it already, with smaller fighters, they've got to get themselves nice and low. Wachayan likes to do that, get nice and low, and just almost have that peekaboo style of going low and then coming up high with a left hook.
But this is the problem with Wachayan's style. He gets nice and low, and in his previous fights, he has been knocked out and knocked down due to that rear uppercut. He always seems to walk into it. Rear uppercuts are one of the most risky punches you can throw as a boxer, but they've got a very high reward as well. But Sergey right now looking very calm, just touching him up with some nice jabs and some nice right hands, controlling the tempo of his shots as well.
Yeah, Sergey just being able to, there you go, good flurry there, more power behind, more snap behind those punches from Sergey. Already started to find his flow, find his rhythm. Wachayan happy to just shell up and wait and get nice and low.
And you know, one of the fighters, oh, beautiful left hook to the body, sends Wachayan to the canvas. And it looks like he's rolling around there, and the referee seems to be calling it off. And the medics are in, and that is it, folks.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just Wachayan that felt that one. The referee did too. And we get our first stoppage in the first round this afternoon. So
I just wanted to say as well with Sergey, he's using the style that Triple G kind of made famous in the mainstream, which is you touch your opponents up with very soft shots, and then you just sneak in these very hard, difficult shots to kind of, you can't predict the tempo, which is why it hits you so hard. So beautiful performance here by Sergey. But of course, Wachayan, one of the legends in Thai boxing, well, in the boxing world in general. I'm sure we'll see him again, Ali.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 1 minute and 39 seconds, your winner by way of first round TKO, Sergey Vorobev. And announcing the next bouts will be Mr. Philip Player.
Thank you, Peter. Once again, a big hand over there, please, for Sergey over there, who factually fights out of Australia. So, well done, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to this is an exhibition match. Please welcome into the blue corner, please, from Thailand, Paochanthuek Boomalat.
Towers crumble, steel and bone, voices clash, the unknown, dreams dissolve in the zone, blood and dust, a kingdom throne. Pulse of drums, pulse of veins, feel the fire break the chains. Battle of Bangkok, flames of life, Battle of Bangkok.
And please welcome in this exhibition match into the red corner, please, Lincoln Milton Ehrlich from Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an exhibition match. Please welcome into the blue corner, wearing red trunks and white trim, weighing at 81 kilos, 170 centimeters in height, 53 years of age, and he hails from Bangkok here in Thailand. With a fight record incredible, 66 fights, 34 wins, 32 losses, 30 wins by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, please make him feel welcome. Paochanthuek Boomalat. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, in this exhibition match, wearing pink trunks, weighing at 87 kilo, 175 centimeters in height, 49 years of age, and comes from Australia via the United Kingdom. One fight, one win. Ladies and gentlemen, Lincoln Milton Ehrlich. Fighters to center ring, please. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is an exhibition match.
It 6 round or 3 round. Not made for protect yourself at all time and return to my comment. No head up, no holding, no logo. Good luck.
And your referee for this one, Mr. Warrawoo Dunkau. This is an exhibition match.
Okay, everyone, we move on to our next bout on the card. Now, this is an exhibition match in the Cruiserweight division. It's Australia taking on Thailand. Lincoln Milton Elrich in the red corner, taking on Play Sakda Boomalert in the blue corner. And already, Play Sakda is on his bike, and he's got trapped in the neutral corner by Milton Elrich.
Yeah, Lincoln right now just controlling the pace, pushing forward. But again, exhibition fights, there is no winner, there is no loser. Both fighters just in there to put on a performance for themselves, but for the people watching. But a great start for both of these fighters so far. Lincoln, we know, has already had one professional fight with one win, and Sakda, over 60 professional fights. So a very interesting matchup here so far, but to me, Lincoln pushing the pace.
Yeah, Lincoln very keen to get the action going at the moment.
Lincoln keeps trapping him in the corner and starts to fire away, but I think Sakda is very comfortable in the corner, but he's not getting out of the way of some of these shots that are firing at him.
Yeah, looks like that right hook hurt Sakda, smiling at Lincoln, but we know that that's not a poker face. That's a telltale sign that that shot did hurt. And let's see if Lincoln can take advantage of it right now.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, when you've got your opponent hurt, you tend to kind of fire back, and he just spits his gum shield.
Yeah, sign of fatigue right there. Surprised that the referee doesn't give him a warning. That was very blatant in front of the referee. And it looks like referee telling him off right there, saying, I will give you a warning.
Yeah, you can't deduct a
Can't
point.
deduct points here, it's an exhibition match.
I mean, that's the part of boxing, though. You've got to keep boxing fun. You've got to have a good time in there. But you can see Lincoln just really coming alive, hammering at him. So, and the referee's calling it off, and the referee's seen enough as well. What a action-packed fight for that first round. Lincoln moves on to having that 2 wins in his boxing career. Sakda, I think, just had enough after that 2 minutes. But, wow, Lincoln, what a great round.
Yeah, what a round it was. You saw Lincoln doing damage, like it says on the back of his shorts. Getting right in there and getting the job done. And referee Warwick Dunkal had seen enough as soon as he started dishing out this flurry in his own corner. And we'll take it over to Philip Player for the official decision.
That was an exhibition match, so there is no winner and there is no loser. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand, please, for both fighters, Plaitzak Boom Alert and Lincoln Miller Ulrich. Ladies and gentlemen, both a little bit old-timers, but both doing a fantastic job showing what boxing is all about. Let's have a big hand, folks. Don't be shy. They did an exhibition for your pleasure. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to a cruiserweight bout. Please welcome into the blue corner, from Denpasar in Indonesia, the Black Horse, Alexander Bajawa.
Towers crumble, steel and bone, voices clash, the unknown, dreams dissolve in the zone, blood and dust.
And his opponent this evening, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, from Toronto in Canada, the bragger, Dhruv Supriya.
The sound ascends. We're together, friends till the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, as said, this is a cruiserweight contest, fought over 6 by 3-minute rounds. He weighed in, ladies and gentlemen, into the blue corner, wearing black trunks, weighed in at 80.5 kilos, 166 centimeters in height, 43 years of age, and hails from Denpasar in Indonesia. A fight record, 65 fights, 43 wins, 18 losses, 4 draws, 16 wins by way of KO. He's known there as the Black Horse, Alexander Bajawa. His opponent this evening, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with blue trim. Weighed in at 89.9, 183 centimeters in height, 23 years of age, and hails from Toronto in Canada. He's trained there by Timur Basitov at Apollo Boxing, with one fight, one win, that win coming by way of knockout. That's why they call him Bragger, Deriv Sapia. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee for this contest, Mr. Chris Sanyadek. Boxers to center ring, please. Your judges, Tanakon Tanto, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Madam Pakapon Songmani.
Okay, second one for 4 rounds. Protect your time and listen my command. Don't hit back, don't back, don't lobo. Okay? Good luck.
Okay, guys, let's show us what you got.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next bout in the Cruiserweight division. This will be contested over 6 3-minute rounds. In the red corner, we've got the Bragger, Deriv Sapia. This is his second boxing bout. He's already had one bout in his professional boxing record with 1 victory. Taking on a veteran of the sport, Alexander Bajwara, who is representing Indonesia and has 65 professional bouts on his record, wearing the black trunks with the white trim. And the Bragger is wearing the white trunks with the blue trim.
I got to give credit to Deriv's shorts as well, looking like Chuck Liddell's Iceman back in the 2006 era. Some great shorts there, back into the action. Scheduled for 6 rounds, Ali, so they can kind of take a little bit of time in the first 2 rounds, work out their opponent, but they've got to really pick it up halfway through this round.
Great right hand to the body there by the Bragger. And he's going downstairs again with a left hook, but looks like he just hit the elbow of Bajwara.
Yeah, Alexander Bajwara doing just a good job to try and survive, it looks like, because he's just eating so many big shots to the body, but the Bragger just holding the center, just trying to find that jab, trying to find that rear uppercut as well.
Good double jab there from Deriv. Jab back though from Bajwara.
Yeah, Bajwara doing a good job to me, survive this round after eating so many big shots. Big double left hook there. Nearly sends Bajwara down to the canvas.
Looks like Bajwara has recovered. Just got stunned momentarily by that left hook earlier on. Good shots to the body by Bajwara. And slipping and dipping here on the outside, Jimmy.
I like that Deriv is just staying in his personal space, keeps delivering that same combination, that jab with the right hand down the middle. I like to see Deriv start doubling up that jab as well, not become predictable with the 1-2. Double the jab, big right hand there. Sends Bajwara tumbling ever so slightly. Looks like he's missing his footing here.
Good right hands to the body though by Bajwara. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Jimmy. He just keeps on like missing on his footing, just being off balanced.
But this is where Deriv needs to start stepping up with his footwork as well. He can start foot feinting, he can start putting that lead leg in the middle of his opponent, but start darting with your feet. Sometimes you've got to treat your feet as punches. You've got to move forward with them.
Left hook there by Deriv. Good right hands to the body again by Deriv, missing with the left hook to the head.
Still just walking towards him. I mean, I believe it's because he's got Bajwara just where he wants him. Bajwara's not giving him anything to worry about, so I think Deriv is just too confident now, just walking towards his opponent.
There goes the clapper for the final 10 seconds of this round. Good jab by Deriv, missing with the right hand, landing with the left though. Bajwara happy to just stay on the back foot here, and that is the end of the first round. Very dominant round for the man in the red corner, Deriv, or also known as the Bragger. Bajwara using his experience to sort of stay on the outside and survive the round as best he could. Got stumbled a few times, especially by one of those shots you just saw in the replay. Stumbling backwards here from the right hand. But this round has got to give Deriv Sapia the confidence to just start putting more power behind his punches and get an early stoppage now. He's already in the driver's seat. He's already in control. Now he can finally put the final nail in the coffin for me, Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, I see Deriv just walking towards his opponent, almost just stumbling towards him, not really treating you know, Alexander Bajois with any respect that he's got power, and I understand it's because he's comfortable, but I think he needs to step it up with the footwork as well.
Here we go, round 2 underway. Druv in the white trunks with the blue trim, and Alexander Bajois in the black trunks with the white trim. Good left hook to the body there by Druv. Putting more snap behind his punches now in the second round, but there's a great return there. Great answer back by Alexander Bajois. See, Bajois is a veteran of over 65 professional boxing bouts. So you can't count him out here, Jimmy.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I'd like to see Druv in a big left hand, but it looks like it's maybe put him to the canvas here. I thought it was a push, but maybe he's just accepted his fate here. But he looks a little bit hurt, maybe something. And it looks like maybe his jaw was hit there by a big sweeping left hand. We're going to find out very soon.
Yeah, like we said, something that we didn't necessarily see, maybe a niggling injury that got made a lot worse from taking this fight. I mean, you've got to give every fighter credit for jumping into the ring. I mean, they're putting their lives on the line here for their own future and for our entertainment. And here we go. There is the shot. Very, very short left hook, it looked like on the replay.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. It was that short, snappy right shot, followed up by the left maybe on the way down, but the way he was opening his mouth, I think he's maybe just hurt something, but you can see the bragger menacing look towards his opponent. But let's go to Mr. Philip with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 42 seconds of round 2, a winner, ladies and gentlemen, to the red corner, the bragger, Druv Sapia. Going now 2 fights to 2 KOs.
Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire.
We go on, ladies and gentlemen, now to a heavyweight competition. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the blue corner from Nakhon Ratchasima in Thailand, Prakob Chaiman.
Towers crumble, steel and bone. Voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone.
And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, in this heavyweight contest, please welcome into the red corner from China, Yihang Yang. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is a heavyweight competition, fought over 4 by 3-minute rounds. Fighting tonight out of the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with black and white trim. Weighed in at 108 kilos and stands 189 centimeters in height. He's from Nakhon Ratchasima in Thailand with 7 fights, 7 losses. Please welcome Prakob Chaiman. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, in this heavyweight contest, fighting out of the red corner wearing crimson trunks. Weighed in at 111 on the dot, 178 centimeters in height, and just 21 years of age. He comes to us from the People's Republic of China, from the city of Wuhan. He's trained there by Michael Reyes with 2 fights, 2 wins, one of those wins by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Yihan Yang. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Takanon Canton. Your judges, Mr. Chris Sanyadek, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Madam Parakon Songmani.
Don't be foul. No holding and no bolo. Okay? Good luck.
Okay, guys, let's go with the heavyweights.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 5 on the card. This is a heavyweight affair 4 rounds of action. We've got Yihang Yang in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with the black trim, representing China, taking on Prakob Chaiman, who is a veteran of 5 bouts, and he's also representing Thailand with the blue trunks and the black trim. Already, Yihang is getting in there and getting mixed up, getting into the pocket, getting stuck in early, Jimmy.
Yeah, I like Yang's movement as well. He's just got that very elusive style. Doesn't look like he would be able to move the way he's doing right now. I like what I'm seeing by Yang so far, but we've seen Prakob Chaiman several times as well. He's in so many different fights. He's got such a large record. We've seen him fight before. But I'm curious here, Yang has got some very nice whipping left hooks to the body, and he's starting to chase Prakob around the ring.
Prakob trying to get away there, getting caught up by Yang. Yang going to the body now, a big hook to the body by Yang as he goes upstairs with the right hook too. Good uppercut here by Yang. Yang going in for the kill right now, Jimmy.
I like what I'm seeing with Yang, very active, not waiting and baiting. He's taking the fight to his opponent. I mean, fighters, when they're from China, we know they like to push the pace. They like to be aggressive. A very exciting style of fighting. Big right hands there, sends Prakob to the canvas. The referee has seen enough. A great stoppage by the referee and a great performance by the young Yihang Yang from China, moving to 3 wins and 0 losses. But again, to me, he's represented his country well in boxing.
Yeah, I mean, he just got right in there, stuck in, and just didn't waste any time to get Prakob out of there at all. I saw him fight not too long ago, and it was exactly the same. Just got his momentum very early on, got started, and he's just a juggernaut, Jimmy. He just likes to completely bulldoze his opponents and waste no time in the ring at all. It's almost like he's got a taxi waiting for him straight after his bout. And we will take it to
Ladies and gentlemen, in 1 minute to 26 seconds of round 1, a win, ladies and gentlemen, to the red corner, Yihang Yang.
Electric, dynamic, can't take a seat. Our hearts pounding, sound surrounding, keep it bouncing, move astounding. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Dance all night, dance all night. Feel the vibe, feel the light. Dance all night, dance all night. We won't stop, we'll fight. Come on. Flash, lights, love the speed. Electric, dynamic, can't take a seat. Our hearts pounding, sound surrounding, keep it bouncing, move astounding. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Dance all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of light heavyweight action. Welcoming to the ring first from the blue corner, Patpong Kaur Wheatlerd.
Towers crumble, steel and bone. Voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone. Blood and dust, a kingdom throne. Pulse of drums, pulse of...
And now entering the ring from the red corner, Jordan Towns.
It's the place where you wanna be. Lights, flash, colors, seen in a dream. Join the rhythm, become the theme. Feel the rise as the sound ascends. We're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear. Tonight's the night, leave all your fear. He's alive, no need to rest.
Introducing to you first, fighting out the blue corner, official weight 79 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 8 victories and 18 defeats with no bouts even. Representing Thailand, Patpong Kawilan.
Lights, flash, colors, seen.
And his opponent fighting out the red corner, official weight 85 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 5 victories, 4 defeats, and no bouts even. Representing Australia, Jordan Towns. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, Mr. Warudyan Kao.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our 6th bout on the card in the light heavyweight division, to be contested over 4 3-minute rounds of action. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, goes by the name of Jordan Towns, representing Australia with 9 bouts on his record, 5 victories, 4 defeats, wearing the green shorts with the white trim, taking on Patpong Kawilan, who's a veteran of 26 bouts, representing Thailand with the blue trunks and the black trim.
And you see Patpong land that left hook very early on, getting Towns' attention very quickly. So Australia taking on Thailand here. Only 4 rounds scheduled, so like we know, Ali, the first round you've really got to set your pace, you've got to set what you're planning on doing in this fight.
Yeah, the first round is always a tone setter for a 4-round bout for sure. Towns just towering over Patpong at the moment. But Patpong doing a good job of going to the body. That's what you need to do against a taller fighter, Jimmy.
Absolutely. Get down, learn, start being explosive. Towns doing a good job of using that jab. And every time Patpong gets low, Towns has got to punish him for it as well. If he gets low, that's when Towns needs to go to the body, and he's doing exactly that. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from this Aussie.
Patpong as well, we saw it just beforehand in the previous exchange. Going down low, going to the body, then going up high with the overhand right. See, you're almost doing it again there, Jimmy, but adding on the left hook.
I like that Patpong threw that left hook, but Towns was very aware of it as well. He knew it was coming. Big 1-2 right down the middle, and he's starting to tee off here. Patpong still in this fight, but he's got to give Towns something to worry about when he steps in his personal space.
Yeah, Patpong ripping it to the body as well, then going upstairs to the head. Great tactics for a shorter fighter against a taller opponent. And Towns there, good clubbing left hook to the body.
And Towns just got to really start breathing as well and just kind of staying calm when Patpong starts firing. As long as he can weather some of these storms when Patpong is firing his big shots, Towns can dance around with a nice jab, and then those body shots will work for him. But I think Towns needs to get Patpong near that rope as well.
Tying him up here inside the clinch. Referee Warwick Cow breaking the action up. Big right hand, clubbing right hand there from Towns.
But Patpong took it well. He took the shot and carried on going. So a lot of shots would have put a lot of people down. Some nice body work from the Thai fighter Patpong, but Towns looking very, very stiff, very strong here as well.
Yeah, but Patpong giving him just as good as he gets.
And that shot definitely hurt Patpong. You can see him breathing in deeply. You know, and that's the secret to the body shot as well. When your opponent starts to breathe in after they've been clenching from those body shots, that's when you deliver the shot to the body that usually puts somebody down.
Swinging and misses there by Jordan Towns. Patpong evading the shots very, very well. Diving into the pocket here with a straight right to the body and then clinching up with his opponent. Great right uppercut and right hand through the guard. Just a peekaboo style in the clinch there, Jimmy.
Yeah, very sneaky to get it up. Nobody saw it coming, especially Towns, so that's exactly what he needs to do. But to me, Towns just did enough in that round to just bide his time, stay active, land the clean shots when he had to. But, you know, Pat Pong's still very dangerous inside that pocket.
Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, that was a great first round. Like you said, the first round always sets the tone. You can just tell that Jordan Towns wants to stay on the outside, get in and out of the pocket, and be very assertive, dominate the pocket. But Pat Pong didn't let him do that at all. We saw him, you know, bobbing and weaving, slipping and dipping, getting into the pocket, just diving in there with some great shots and landing some good shots to the body, then coming upstairs as well with the haymakers. It's a good contested first round, Jimmy. Looking forward to round two.
Yeah, I mean, when that round started, if you remember, Pat Pong landed a nice left hook upstairs, got Towns' attention. But as the fight progressed, as Towns found his feet and his pace, he started to do well. But you can see his corner telling him what he needs to start picking up. I'd like to see Towns delivering that double jab, delivering the double jab with a lead left hook. Mixing up the jab with the double jabs and the lead left hook will definitely do well for him here.
Okay, here we go. Round number two coming up. Got Jordan Towns representing Australia in the red corner, in the green trunks with the white trim. And Paochanthuek in the blue corner with the blue trunks and the black trim, representing Thailand. Here comes Jordan Towns again, just swinging himself into the pocket.
And that's what Towns has got to be careful of. You cannot just overlook Pat Pong being a little bit shorter, because Pat Pong knows how to survive. Some nice right hooks to the body being landed by Towns in that clinch, but Towns has got to treat Pat Pong with the same respect he does every fight, just holding a nice high guard, nice lead with the jab, and then that right hand right down the middle.
Towns going to the body with the jab.
I mean, we'd like to see him go to town on the body as well. That's exactly what he should be doing. Pat Pong really leaves himself up, and he has a very high elbow guard and just makes it easy for Towns to just start going to the body.
Yeah, the corner of Jordan Towns shouting at him to throw the right hand, to line it up. Good right hand to the body there, and that definitely did stun Pat Pong momentarily. It almost looked like it was going to off-balance him, Jimmy, and he was going to go down to the canvas.
Yeah, and that's the classic way of going to the body. People don't realize that going to the body doesn't always affect your opponent right away, but it's what they do after you've hit them to the body, which tends to be the telltale sign. It takes a lot of energy to clinch and tense your stomach to get away from some of these shots.
Good left hit to the body there again by Jordan Towns. And Pat Pong did not want any of that. See from his body language, just walking away on the back foot. Now this is probably where Jordan Towns needs to go in for the kill. Good right hand there by Jordan.
Exactly that. Pat Pong knows how to get a little bit of space, a little bit of breath of fresh air in between these flurries. That's when Towns has got to step it up. As soon as Pat Pong starts showing that body language, that's when he needs to pick up the pace.
Uppercuts, double uppercuts there by Jordan Towns.
Just over a minute to go now of round number two, and you can see Towns starting to pick it up exactly where he needs to be. Just keeps that jab pumping out. Pat Pong, we know he's got that overhand right. He's got that lead left hook. He's shown Towns what he's willing to do. Towns has just got to keep that jab pumping.
Whoa! Huge shot there by Jordan Towns, putting Pat Pong right down to the canvas. Pat Pong, it looks like he's going to survive this count, but is he going to survive the round? Here comes Jordan Towns trying to finish the job. Big right hands to the body there by Jordan Towns. And another right hand to the head. And down goes Pat Pong, and that is it. Referee Walrut Duncal waving this one off. That's a victory there for Jordan Towns. A very good demolition job, really, for Jordan Towns. In the first round, it was very competitive, very back and forth. But in the second round, Jimmy, Jordan Towns saw his opportunity and he took it. He just pounced on Pat Pong and got the finish.
I mean, that's what we were screaming for. He's got to push the pace when he's got him hurt. Went to the body, went to the absolute town on the body of Pat Pong, started going for it, and then saw that right hand. The right hand his corner was calling for from the beginning. Beautiful victory, beautiful combinations. Let's go to Mr. Denman with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 2 minutes and 38 seconds, your winner by way of second round TKO, Jordan Towns.
Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of heavyweight action. Welcoming to the ring first from the blue corner, Taksin.
war, thunder cries, battle of Bangkok, no disguise. Towers crumble, steel and bone, voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone, blood and dust, a kingdom throne. Pulse of drums, pulse of veins.
And now entering the ring from the red corner, Askat Santursinov.
This is the place where you wanna be. Lights flash, colors seen in a dream. Join the rhythm, become the theme. Feel the rise as the sound ascends. We're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear. Tonight's the night, leave all your fear.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, official weight 92.1 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 24 victories with 20 defeats and no bouts even. Representing Thailand, Taksin.
This is the place where you wanna be. Lights flash, colors.
And his opponent fighting out the red corner, official weight 99.5 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 9 victories and only 1 loss and no bouts even. Representing Kazakhstan, Askat Santursinov.
Bounce to the beat, let your body set free.
And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, Ajahn Chris Sanyadet. And the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Carlos Costa, Mr. Thanagon Kantong, Mr. Woodwood Duen Kao.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next bout on the card in the heavyweight division. The speaking test over 4 3-minute rounds. In the red corner, we've got Askat Santursinov, who is representing Kazakhstan, professional boxing record of 10 professional bouts, 9 victories, 1 defeat, no draws. Taking on Taksin Singh Manasak Jim, representing Thailand with the blue trunks and the white trim. And he is a veteran of 44 professional boxing bouts.
Very, very big in comparison to our previous fights as well. This is heavyweight action right now. A bit of a slower pace in comparison, but a lot of power being delivered behind some of these shots already. You can see Askat, the taller of the two as well, but Taksin, very, very experienced professional boxer.
Good jab and left it there by Taksin. Stiff jab from Askat as well. Askat being able to hold center of the ring. We've seen this multiple times this evening or this afternoon, Jimmy, that holding center of the ring, it's almost like having the high ground on the battlefield. It gives you such a great advantage. Good overhand right there by Askat.
The advantage of being able to hit downwards, sometimes control your opponent. You know, as Muhammad Ali always said, if you can grab your opponent, you can see what they're about to do, you can hold them and, you know, kind of guide them to where you want them to be. So it's like just marching around, being very calm here, but this is the thing with heavyweight boxing. Any punch in heavyweight can end the fight, so they bide their time. It's almost a heavyweight agreement of, let's not go hard yet, but when we're ready, we'll start throwing.
Left hook to the head and to the body by Askat.
That is the classic Mickey Ward special. Tap him upstairs and then deliver a beautiful shot to the body. Great move by Askat.
Askat starting to take control more so of this round, just with his output at the moment. Not seeing too much from Taksin right now. Taksin waiting a little bit too long for my liking, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, this is like what you expect to see in a first round of a longer fight, let's say 8 rounds, maybe 10 rounds, but 4-round action, you can't really be taking much time off because once you give up 1 round to learn about your opponent, you're now starting to play catch up in terms of winning.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Askat has definitely done the most in this round so far. Staying very wary though. Good flurry by Askat and then a counter punch being delivered by Taksin.
I think Askat is being very smart here though. He's aware that Taksin has got power. You know, he is the more experienced of the two with, you know, nearly 50 fights. So I think Askat is giving him a lot of respect, but at some point, you've got to not really show your opponent respect and just start trying to put the pieces together and start trying to put them away.
Good right hand to the body there by Askat. That really did echo around the arena. And a great right hand and left uppercut by Askat as well, as soon as Tursak tried to unload with some of his own punches. And there goes Askat yet again, same flurry, same combination. And that is the end of round one. Great ending to the rounds. Both fighters going back to their own corner. And we will get the replay for you very shortly. But what a round it was. It started off quite competitive, but then Askat started to take over, started to land the more powerful punches, was able to control center of the ring very well, just being able to land his own long-range shots on the outside so that he could, you know, step in and land his own power punches, which we saw a couple of times, especially at the end here. This combination was my favorite, where he landed the right hand right through the guard and then finished it with the left uppercut.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, Askat was just waiting a little bit too long there. I don't think he realized that he got Tursak into a situation where if you can land one good clean shot to the body, you need to start following it up as well, because once your opponent realizes, once my opponent has hit me with a clean shot, I no longer have to do anything. So he's got to start making him worry about the other shots coming in.
Okay, here we go. Round number 2 on the way. Askat in the white trunks with the blue text, and Tursak in the blue trunks with the white trim.
Central ring for both of these fighters, again, just both parrying with the jab, throwing that jab, trying to find that range. But I'd like to see Askat start picking it up now, start doubling that jab. We've seen it in previous fights. A lot of fighters just stick to that single jab, but your double jab doesn't have to hit your opponent, but it does get a read of your opponent. And I'd like to see Askat step it up with that double jab, start going to the body when he gets a chance as well.
Jab to the head and to the body by Askat. Tursak using his own jabs to the body, trying to mirror Askat as well.
But again, we need a little bit more activity from them as well. Big right hand with the left hook, get through from Askat. But again, single, double punch combinations, he's got to start picking up as well. We're in the second round. He looks like he's in cruise control as well to try and win this fight, but you've always got to think about finishing your opponent as well. Beautiful left hook by Tursak.
Well, maybe that was on Tursak's agenda there, trying to stay relevant in this fight, landing the left hook, trying to take some risks, not trying to just stand there and just take the punches and trying to create it, find the openings, trying to create an opening for himself, Jimmy.
And you can see Tursak is throwing these shots, but he's not setting it up with anything either. He's throwing it in the hope that Askat is going to be there when he's throwing it. And that's when Askat can either step back, but he needs to get back into the action. Allow Tursak to throw that big shot, and as soon as he's off balance, that's when Askat needs to start delivering the shots. And like we said, Ali, timing is everything. You can't just throw the shots for the sake of throwing it. You've got to time when you're showing it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Good left hook there by Tursak. That definitely got the attention of Askat.
Starting to pick up the pace here a little bit is Tursak, but again, halfway through this round, halfway through this fight already, Askat is landing the cleaner shots. Tursak is starting to get busier as well. He's got 1 minute to really impress the judges that he feels he's won this round.
Bit of a stalemate between these two. Askat controlling the distance, measuring with the jab. But the jab just hitting the gloves, though. Good right uppercut there by Askat. You saw him just how he just setting that up, just pouring out with the jab, just baiting Tursak to come in and then unloading with the right uppercut and the left hook.
Yeah, great shoveling shot there as well, and that's where he needs to be. Keeping the activity, keeping your opponent guessing as well. As we mentioned before, it's changing the tempo of your shots. Make them guess when that power shot is going to come in as well. But I'd like to see a little bit more activity from both of them, a little bit more jab, but I think Tursak's having a great round here.
Yeah, Tursak definitely getting his way back in. That punch at the left hook, hitting the arm of Askat, but that left hook to the body, landing clean. Final seconds of the round. Good overhand right from Askat. He finished strong in the first round. In the final 10 seconds, let's see if he can do it here. And that is the end of round number 2.
Yeah, a great round from both fighters. I do think Tursak started to maybe take that round away. He was pushing forward, kept delivering these shots to the body, going upstairs. Had a nice combo in the center of the ring. Let's see some of these replays. And there we saw that right uppercut, but then the left hook to finish by Tursak. So Tursak took so many big shots in that round, but Askat stayed on top of his game plan, staying nice and aware of himself, nice broad shoulders, but I do believe Askat could step things up here and really make it difficult and awkward for Toadsack, because right now Toadsack had some moments in that round that he probably realizes he shouldn't have been able to have. If Askat was a little bit busier, a little bit more, you know, menacing inside the ring, Toadsack wouldn't find any time to get those combinations off.
Yeah, well, it just shows Toadsack using his experience here, still having a hand in this fight.
And there we can see it right now. Central ring straight away, Askat. Nice jab to the body as well.
Good jab to the body there by Askat. An overhand right there, but Toadsack coming back. Askat retreating there, bit of a shuffle backwards. Looks like he panicked a little bit there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, when you've been in the ring for this long, there's going to be moments where you're just, I don't know where I am, because you've got to set it in, but a beautiful right hand.
Whoa, a huge right hand to the body there by Askat. It doesn't look like Toadsack is going to recover. The referee is at 6, he's at 7. And that was a peach of a right hand to the body that sent Toadsack crashing down to the canvas. We knew it was going to happen, Jimmy. We didn't know when, but now we do now. Wasn't if, it was when. Great right hand there by Askat, delivering it straight down to the body. Getting Toadsack thinking about the jab, getting the shell up, and then he went straight downstairs to the body. And we will take it over to our master of ceremonies in the ring, Mr. Peter Denman, for the official decision.
Punches fly, no time for fear. Feel the pain, yet no one's near. Eyes locked, rage ferocious fire. Inspired only by desire. Champions rise, bloodied and torn.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of third round knockout at the time of 40 seconds, Askat Zantursina.
Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire.
And this next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of super lightweight action. Calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Inkarat Noita.
Flames rise, battle of Bangkok in your eyes. Echoes of war, thunder cries. Battle of Bangkok, no disguise. Towers crumble, steel and bone. Voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone. Blood and dust, a kingdom throne. Pulse of drums, pulse of veins, feel the fire.
Now entering the ring from the red corner, Nicholas Hong.
Free. This is the place where you wanna be. Life's flash colors seen in a dream. Join the rhythm, become the theme. Feel the rise as the sound ascends. We're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear. Tonight's the night, leave all your fears.
Introducing to you first, fighting out the blue corner with a professional boxing record of 3 defeats, hailing out of and proudly representing Thailand, Inkarat Noita. And his opponent fighting out the red corner, making his professional debut, hailing out of and proudly representing Malaysia, Nicholas Wong Liang Hong. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, referee Thanakorn Kantong. And the 3 judges going ringside, Mr. Warawut Deon Khao, Mr. Chris Sanyadet, and Mr. Carlos Costa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 8 in the super lightweight division. This contest will be contested over 4 3-minute rounds. In the blue corner, we've got Inkarat Noita. He is a veteran with 3 bouts on his record, representing Thailand in the blue trunks with the black trim. Getting this fight started very soon against Nicholas Wong Lian Hong, representing Malaysia. It's his debut today in the white trunks and the black trim.
What a fast start between these two young men, just absolutely firing. Really putting on a show for the audience here, exactly what a lot of people came here to see. But you can see, Nicholas, the taller of the two, Inkarat doesn't want to give him up any inch here. Big left hand there.
Yeah, what a debut for Nicholas in the red corner, having to really stick to what he's learned in the gym from all the sparring, from all the pad work, all the bag work, and put it into practice right now against an aggressive Inkarat. We did not expect this at all. We always say, Jimmy, in the 4-round fight, you know, the first round is very important, and Inkarat definitely got that message.
Yeah, I mean, Inkarat is yet to have a victory in professional boxing, and a beautiful left hand there by Nicholas sends him, and maybe this is what Inkarat does. Charges at his opponent, walks onto shots. Referee has seen enough. What a start to that fight. Inkarat, to me, almost started taking over the fight, and then Nicholas, representing the Sharks Muay Thai and MMA gym, fought just like a shark had to. Battled well inside the water, didn't let anyone get anything over him. And I liked that Nicholas started the fight fighting fire with fire, and then eventually became water. He started stepping back, started to find his rhythm, and that's what actually delivered the big shot here. Good respect between him. Let's go to Mr. Philip for the official announcement.
Punches fly, no time for fear. Feel the pain, yet no one's near. Eyes locked, rage ferocious fire. Inspired only by desire. Champions rise, bloodied and torn. In the fight club, we're battle born. Broken bones and shattered pride. Land like thunder cracking. Strength and heart, there's no slacking.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 1 minute and 7 seconds, your winner by way of first round TKO, Nicholas Wong Lian Hong.
Face your fears, unleash desire.
Announcing the next 3 bouts will be Mr. Philip Player.
Thank you, Peter. They're just doing a photo opportunity, and then we'll call them in for the next bout. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we go on to the next bout, which is a welterweight competition. Please welcome into the blue corner from Bangkok in Thailand, Thaniat Phapimai.
Thunder cries, battle of Bangkok, no disguise. Towers crumble, steel and bone. Voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone. Blood and dust, a kingdom throne. Pulse of drums, pulse of
And his
veins,
opponent
feel
this
the
evening,
blood.
ladies and gentlemen, in this welterweight contest, fighting out of the red corner from Malaysia, old school, Jonathan Thu.
Lights flash, colors seen in a dream. Join the rhythm, become the theme. Feel the rise as the sound ascends. We're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a welterweight competition fought over 4 by 3-minute rounds with a weight limit 66.7. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with white indication of gloves, weighed in at 66 kilos, 174 centimeters in height, and comes locally from Bangkok in Thailand. 3 fights, 3 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, put it together, please, for Thaniat Phapimai. His opponent this evening, fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 66 kilos on the dot, 174 centimeters in height, 34 years of age. He fights out of Malaysia, but he comes from England in the United Kingdom. With 4 fights, 3 wins, 1 draw, one of those wins by way of KO. He's known as the old school Jonathan Thu. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee for this contest, Mr. Warwolf Dunkau. Fighters to the center, please. Your judges, Mr. Tanaton Kantong, Chris Sanyadek, and Mr. Carlos Costa.
head up, no holding, no lobo. Good luck.
Okay, teacher, let's go to school.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 9 in the welterweight division, because that's over 4 3-minute rounds. Interesting first fighting out of the red corner. We've got Jonathan Thu in his 5th boxing bout on his records, representing the UK but fighting out of Malaysia. And in the blue corner, we've got Thanawut Phapimai, who is representing Thailand with the black trunks and the white trim.
And again, Thu with the scoring section on his side, almost a home advantage to an extent. Many people here to see this young man box as well. 4 fights, 3 wins, so no losses yet for Jonathan Thu. Thanawut just on that back foot right now, Ali.
So you said before, Jimmy, in these 4-round fights, I mean, you've got to get going early, but it's all about controlling the tempo of your shots, making sure that you don't completely blow a gasket. Don't just, waste all your energy in the first few rounds.
I mean, it's being there without having to sting sometimes. So almost like a mosquito. A mosquito can really control a room of people without really doing anything, but it takes the energy out of everybody in that room. That's kind of what you've got to be. You've got to buzz around your opponent, make them work harder than you're working, but make it appear that you're always dangerous.
Southpaw versus an orthodox matchup as well. Thu in the orthodox stance and Thanawut in the southpaw stance, doing a good job there, pivoting around to his right, Thanawut, and then great left hand to the body by Thanawut.
Yeah, Jonathan coming in with that high guard here, so Thanawut has got the body available to him. That's what he needs to take. Although it's a little bit of bait action from Jonathan, he's trying to bait Thanawut to go to that body, but if it's available, you take it.
Thanawut again pivoting off to the right. Jonathan now changing tactics with a high guard, happy to walk down Thanawut. Good short left hook there by Jonathan.
And you can see he keeps walking towards him with that high guard. Again, it's that high-low trap. You hold your hands high, your opponent you know is going to go low. You know they're going to the body. So what are you going to do with that information? You are aware that your opponent is going to fire to your body. What are you going to do with that information is the important thing.
Swinging a miss there by Thanawut, but connects right there with his left hand to the body. Jonathan again with a high guard. Good jab there by Jonathan.
Controlling the tempo, like you said, very important in these fights, especially 4-round fights, but you've got to pick up the pace eventually as well. 4 rounds, you can't take a risk that you're winning the round. A close round in 4-round fights is a very risky thing to play.
Yeah, it's almost like it's not a marathon, it's a sprint, these 4-rounders, like the 400 meters. I mean, you can't be jogging when you get to round 2 or round 3 on the 200 or 300 meter line. And here comes Thanawut just landing some heavy shots at the end of the round. And there's the end of round 1. Good controlled round there by Jonathan Thu in the red corner, but also like the footwork and the evasive work of Thanawut Phapimai in the blue corner. Let's get the replays for you right now. There's, as you can see on the replay, battle of the orthodox and the southpaw. Thanawut doing a good job, just pivoting off to the right, landing his left hand. Jonathan with the straight punches too. Jonathan, for me though, was firmly in control of that fight from from start to finish. Started off on the outside and then started shelling up and walking down his opponent. Let's see what looks he's going to give us in the second round.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few fighters who have been able to just walk their opponents down with a high guard, but they've got to do something with it. Of course, one of the forgotten legends is Winky Wright. Used to walk you down with a high guard, but really start destroying you from the inside as well, and that's what we need to see.
Here we go, second round underway. Jonathan Thu in the purple trunks with the black trim, and Thanawut Phapimai in the blue corner with the black trunks and the white boxing logo. Swinging a miss here from Phapimai, taking a few risks right now in round 2.
So this is what I was talking about before, is Jonathan trying to get Thanawut to maybe tire himself out, hit into his body, because you're holding a high guard, but you've got to do something with that high guard, because eventually you start blocking your own vision, you start smothering yourself, because... Oh, a beautiful left hook there.
What a left hook by Jonathan Thu, just shutting down Thanawut completely, hit him right on the chin.
I mean, that's exactly what he was waiting for. Great respect by Jonathan Thu there, but If you hold a high guard, you've got to have something that puts your opponent off, and there it is, the left hook, the Ronald Winky Right special. High guard, walk him down, big left hook upstairs. Great victory for this young man. He has yet to have a defeat on his record, but he went to go make sure his opponent is okay. Let's go to Phisit player with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 35 seconds of round 2, a spectacular knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, by winner into the red corner from the UK, Jackson Old School 2.
Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. We won't tire.
Right, folks, after that spectacular knockout, we go on to a middleweight competition now. Please welcome into the blue corner from Thailand, Unamsap Manapai Jim.
Towers crumble, steel and bone. Voices clash, the unknown. Dreams dissolve in the zone. Blood and dust, a kingdom throne. Pulse of drums, pulse of veins. Feel the fire break the chains.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Please make him feel welcome. All the way from India via Australia, Tej Ratap Singh.
As the sound ascends, we're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a middleweight contest. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with orange trim, weighed in at 71.4 kilos, 178 centimeters in height. Hails locally from here in Thailand, but trained at Manapai Gym. Ladies and gentlemen, please make him welcome, Udamsap Manapai Gym. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, wearing red trunks with white trim, weighed in at 74.6, 186 centimeters in height, 39 years of age. He's from India, but he fights out of Victoria, Australia at the St Kilda PCYC in Melbourne. 30 fights, 19 wins, 8 losses, 3 draws, 8 wins by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from India via Victoria, Tej Ratap Singh. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Chris Sanyadek. Fighters to center ring, your judges, Tanakot Canton, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Madam Pakalong Songmani.
Second one for 4 rounds. Don't be far for your time. Left in my command. Don't head back, don't back down in dollar box. Okay? Good luck.
Okay, guys, let's show us what you got.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to fight number 10 in the middleweight division. This contest will be contested over 4 3-minute rounds of action. In the red corner, we've got Tej Pratap Singh, representing India, but fighting out of Australia. And in the blue corner, we've got Udamsap Manapai Jim, representing Thailand.
A lot bigger in comparison to that previous fight as well. Singh, the taller of the two, but Udamsap very lengthy as well, very lanky, can just keep dancing around on that back foot, of course.
Yeah, we've already seen Udamsap land that right hand right down the middle. A classic southpaw versus orthodox matchup. So Udamsap definitely wants to use that right hand to unlock Singh's guard.
Yeah, definitely a big size difference. You can see the broad shoulders of Singh. Udamsap doing a right job here, not staying inside the pocket with someone who looks a little bit stronger than he is. He's just dancing around, doing what he needs to do, landing the jabs, getting himself out of danger.
Udamsap again trying to move out on the outside, out on the outskirts of the ring, but all Singh needs to do is just cut him off and just keep him on the ropes or in one of the corners, Jimmy, and just start unloading with some heavy shots. There's the left hand there.
Easier said than done. Everyone knows to cut off the ring, but no one really knows how to do it sometimes, which is the issue here. But Singh's got to do something to give Udamsap something to worry about, because right now Singh just not doing anything really. Udom Sap dancing around, landing his shots, tangling him up. But again, that's what Singh needs to do. He needs to make it a dogfight. He needs to be the more powerful of the two.
Referee Chris Depp breaking these two up. But Singh coming forward, putting the pressure on Udom Sap. Good left hand to the body here by Singh.
But this is where I'd like Singh to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit busier. Start pushing towards your opponent. Don't allow Udom Sap to get his rhythm going, because this is where he needs to be. Great shot by Singh, but he needs to start delivering these more powerful shots, getting himself out of the clinch. I'm liking what I'm seeing by Singh now.
Good left hand, that left hook by Singh. And down goes Udom Sap. Referee giving the count. It was just a matter of not if, it was when that was going to happen, because just the way that Singh was fighting and closing the distance. And now let's see if he can finish the job here inside round number 1.
Udom Sap, quick look at the clock as well. He knows he's surviving. Big right hand gets through. Nearly tumbles him once again. Big left hand. Singh sends him to the canvas. But again, the tie, Udom Sap makes it to his feet.
It doesn't look like he's in a good way right now, Jimmy. Leaning on the ropes. Referee's at 8 at the moment, but going to let the action continue. 10 seconds to go on the clock. Singh looks like he's just trying to find the right angle to land that big clubbing shot to end Udom Sap's afternoon. And that is the end of the round. Udom Sap, you could say, saved by the bell. But a great work there by Singh, getting 2 knockdowns in the first round. And so we'll get the replays for you before we start round number 2. See on the replay here, Udom Sap doing a great job of using the ring as his best friend, just going around on the outside, on the outskirts of the ring. But it was just a matter of time before Singh just closed him down and was able to land really hard shots inside the pocket in the short range. That was definitely going to be detrimental to his game plan to get a victory here. And already up on the judges' scorecards with those 2 knockdowns. I mean, Jimmy, if you're in the corner of Udom Sap, what are you telling him? What adjustments would you make?
I mean, he was having a good moment in that round, Ali. He was doing quite well. He was dancing around. He was doing what he needed to do. He was landing his shots. And then I felt like he just overstayed his welcome a little bit too long. And that's when he got hurt.
Here we go. Round number 2. Singh in the white trunks. Sorry, the red trunks with the white trim. And Udom Sap in the black trunks with the orange trim. And Singh already putting the pressure on Udom Sap. Big left hand here by Singh.
I like what Singh's doing. He's starting to get this fight moving at a pace that works for him. But Udom Sap, I think, is trying to fight the same fight as Singh here. Maybe that works for him, but it'll be a battle of who's got more power than the other person. It's a little bit of a macho man contest at this point.
I like Udom Sap's right hand, though. We saw it at the beginning of the first round, and it was a great shot for him. He was able to land it accurately down the center. I haven't seen it too much. Hopefully, we're going to see that a little bit more. But just getting smothered on the inside, Jimmy, with these big hooks and uppercuts to the head and to the body by Singh.
But Singh's now got the confidence that he's got the power to put Udom Sap to the canvas. He's got to believe in that power, but he's got to set it up with something as well. Often you'll see with fighters, they'll just not do much of anything. But here we are, the referee waving it off. The right decision, Singh. Too strong, too powerful. Udom Sap, to me, had so many good moments in that fight. So many good moments in that first round where I thought, do you know what? He has the tools and the style to beat a star like Singh. But to me, Singh's power is what took over. And then I think Udom Sap's problem was basically he was trying to see, can he outbox his opponent at his own game? Is he able to have a macho man contest with his opponent? But that is the end of this one. We're going to go to Philip with the official announcement.
Punches fly, no time for fear. Feel the pain, yet no one's near. Eyes locked.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 59 seconds of round 1, round 2, winner by TKO. Ladies and gentlemen,
There's no slacking. Feel the roar, the crowd is backing. In this fight, there's no backing. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we will run.
and as always, the priority of the referee and the officials to make sure the health of the boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to a super welterweight competition. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner from Bangkok, Thailand, making welcome into the ring, Plum Wang Kak Lang.
The unknown dreams dissolve in the zone, blood and dust, a kingdom throne. Pulse of drums, pulse of veins, feel the fire break the chains. Battle of Bangkok, flames and lights. Battle of Bangkok, in your eyes, echoes of war, thunder cries. Battle of Bangkok.
His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, this evening, fighting out of the red corner from Tennessee in the USA, Siam Abid.
As the sound ascends, we're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear. Tonight's the night, leave all your fear. He's alive, no need to rest. Dancing gives life.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a super welterweight competition. Tonight, wearing black trunks, which have become popular tonight with glove indications on them. Weighing at 70.6 kilos, 174 centimeters in height, 26 years of age. He hails locally from Bangkok in Thailand with 9 fights, 5 wins, 4 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, Plum Wang Kak Lang. His opponent this evening, ladies and gentlemen, weighing at 70.7, 183 centimeters in height and 28 years of age. He hails from the land of Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, and Jack Daniels Whiskey. Tennessee, USA. He's trained at Essa Boxing Gym. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 fights, 7 wins, 7 wins by way of KO. Siam Abid. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Thanathon Kantong. Your judges, Mr. Warwolf Dunkau, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Ms. Chris Sanyadek. Fighters to the center, please.
Don't be foul. No holding and no bolo, okay? Good luck.
I wonder if the whiskey gets a bottle of whiskey after this fight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to fight number 11. This is in the super welterweight division. We contest over 6 3-minute rounds. We have Siam Abid in the red corner wearing the black trunks and the silver trim, and Plum Wang Kak Lang in the blue corner wearing the black trunks with the white boxing icons. And again, a southpaw versus an orthodox, Jimmy.
Yeah, we love to see him. I mean, I love to see a southpaw go to work with an orthodox, and how does an orthodox work out the southpaw? To me, it's the real jigsaw puzzle of boxing is the southpaw against an orthodox. And we can see right now the difference in tempo between these two fighters. Siam with a powerful left hook to the body. Wasn't even the body shot that sent him down. I think it was just the power, the sheer shift in momentum, and it looks like Plum doesn't want to get up, and that is it, folks. The man from the US of A, Siam Abid, goes to 8 wins, 8 knockouts with a devastating left hook to the body of Plum.
Yeah, I mean, what a stoppage that was. Siam wasted no time there. That left hook was an absolute rocket. Detonated it, and it completely shattered the body of Plum Wang Kak Lang.
Wow. In 49 seconds of round 1, taking his wins to 8 fights, 8 wins, 8 wins by way of KO. There must be something in that Jack Daniels whiskey from Tennessee. Siam Abid.
One will stand, we won't tire.
Well done, young man. We'll get the whiskey later. Well done. I take it over now to Mr. Peter Denman to bring on the ladies.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 13th bout of this afternoon, scheduled for 8 rounds of Bantamweight action. Calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Sukanya Manopchai Jim.
Towers crumble, steel and bone, voices clash, the unknown, dreams dissolve.
And now entering the ring from the red corner, Amonrat Highland Gym. Introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, official weight 53.8 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 3 victories and 6 defeats. Representing Thailand, Sukanya Manopchai Gym. And her opponent finding out the red corner, official weight 53.6 kilograms with a perfect professional boxing record of 4 victories and no defeats. Representing Thailand, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated Amonrat Highland Gym. And your referee in charge of the action, Pakapon Songmani. And the 3 judges going ringside, Judge Warut Deon Khao, Judge Chris Sanyadet, and Judge Carlos Costa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our 12th bout on the card this afternoon. This is in the female Bantamweight division that we contested over 8 3-minute rounds, 2-minute rounds. And in the red corner, we've got Amonrat Highland Gym with a professional boxing record of 4 fights, 4 victories, no defeats, no draws, representing Thailand in the black trunks with the yellow trim. And her opponent in the blue corner, Sukanya Manapchai Gym, who has 9 bouts on her record, 3 victories, 6 defeats, no draws. Also representing Thailand in the red trunks with the black trim.
Our first female fight of the night, but of course we've got an event coming up after this one. So thank you everyone for joining us so far. But our main card coming up after this one, the final fight of our first event today, live in World Siam Stadium.
Bit of a relaxed start between these two. Amonrat representing the Highland Gym, which has produced some great boxers over the years since its doors opened. Sukanya as well, representing Manapchai Gym, also a great gym on the outskirts of Bangkok, producing some great boxers as well.
Yeah, battle of 2 very good gyms in Bangkok and outside of Bangkok. Both fighters just dancing around each other right now, still trying to get their time and still trying to find these openings. But again, this is our longest fight of tonight scheduled so far, 8 2-minute rounds. They've taken the time in the opening moments, trying to get those openings going. You can see Sukanya on that back foot. Amonrat still trying to charge forward with that shoulder roll, landing the right hands upstairs.
I mean, we said it before because we've had a lot of 4-rounders on the card this afternoon, but I mean, when it's an 8-round fight, you start a lot slower, would you say, Jimmy, and then start raising the tempo even more as the rounds progress, as the fight goes on?
Absolutely. I mean, it's like if you're running a marathon, your first few miles, so to speak, are not going to be your fastest ones. You're just trying to bide your time and then build up the momentum. You're almost warming yourself up in the ring as well. And, you know, if you are the last fight of an event, it's very hard to predict when you're going to be on, so you're almost always trying to be ready. So the first round tends to be a warm-up round, Ali.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replays here. We saw Amonrat be very assertive and dominate the round with her jab, as you can see on the replay. And Sukanya was just trying to stay on the outside, get away from the pressure of Amonrat as best she could. You know, using her counter punches, trying to use the feints as well, sell the feints early, but Amonrat was not buying them at all and was able to just control the pace so well with her own straight shots and just pick the single shots and just dominate the round.
Yeah, like I said, that first round, very slow in comparison to the other fights, but it's 2 minutes of action. They've got to do something in those 2 minutes to just sway the judges. You know, in a 3-minute fight, you've got a little bit more room to maneuver. You can almost give up the first minute of the round and still come back to win it. But in these 2-minute rounds, you've really got to push the pace a lot faster. But here we are.
Okay, here we go. Round 2 underway. Amonrat in the red corner and Sukanya in the blue corner. Nice relaxed jab again from Amonrat. Now we start to see Amonrat, you know, she's already established the jab, Jimmy. What else could we expect to see from her as this fight progresses?
I mean, the bigger of the two, Amonrat has some nice head movement, but also has that shoulder roll implemented with her. She's already landed some nice, powerful shots. You saw in the first round, she landed that left hook and that right hook. I just think that Oceania, and we've seen her fight several times before, doesn't know when to put her foot on the gas and really believe in her shots. And that is a real thing here, believing in the power of your shots. But Amonrat shouldn't be playing with her food here. She should really just put in the pressure on.
Oceania with the right hand to the body. Amonrat slipping and dipping, moving left to right. But it's whether Oceania can, you know, deal with this pace for, if we go the distance to 8 rounds, maybe she'll start to break after a while. This is Amonrat's game plan, just to keep walking her down, keep on chasing her around the ring.
Well, we've seen this again. Oceania does the same thing, just stays very nonchalant inside the ring, but doesn't commit to her shots enough, and that's what I'd like to see her do.
And that body shot hurt Oceania. You saw her wince right there. That left hook to the body. Let's see if Amonrat has noticed it. If she can set it up one more time. This is not a good place for Oceania. Amonrat just touching with her shots there. I mean, in my opinion, Jimmy should have gone in for the kill, but almost gave that away a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen this before as well with fighters in these long-range fights. They tend to treat it more like a tap sparring match and then start picking it up here. But I often say if it's your first fight, it's your debut fight, you can take your time, but I think this is the best thing by the referee. Often in boxing, you don't get many warnings like this, but this is definitely warranted. It's too much touch sparring at the moment.
Right hand there by Oceania. And that is the end of round number 2. We'll go to the replays for you, and then we will progress with round 3.
A more active round between the two, exactly what we needed to see, but still too far between. I mean, we had moments in that round where Oceania just didn't commit to her shots, and Amonrat should have really been throwing some more vicious shots, really sitting down on her shots and start going to the body. Now, it is easier said than done, which people don't realize, is trying to go in for the kill is when you're at the most risk yourself as well. It's when you walk onto shots, it's when your guard is down. So I think the referee giving that warning was very warranted. I'm surprised the referee took that long to give it, to be honest, because I think there were so many moments where all she was doing was touching her up rather than trying to hit her up.
I mean, the best shot that Amonrat landed, Jimmy, in that round had to be that left hook to the body when she got Oceania in the neutral corner. Oceania also landed a good right hand to the body as well. So
yeah.
Battle of the body shots between the two of them, being a little bit too light with the head shots right now. Let's see if they up the tempo. Keep saying that, and then a big cracking right hand to start this 3rd round from Amonrat.
And I think it's a classic case of no one wants to commit to the shots right now, but Amonrat's starting to put the pieces together. She wanted the shot placement. She wanted to realize she got a big sweeping left hook to the body and head. Sends Oceania to the canvas.
Oceania shaking her head there. Doesn't look like she's going to make the count. She spat her gum shield out, and that is it. Amonrat Highland Gym wins and improves her professional record to 5 fights, 5 professional wins. She's still undefeated with that beautiful left hook at the end, well, halfway, as soon as the 3rd round was starting. Oceania just didn't want any more. Good work there by Amonrat to remain undefeated. And we will go over to Mr. Peter Denman for the official decision. But a great afternoon of action so far, but make sure you stick around for our next half of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by way of 3rd round KO at the time of 31 seconds from the red corner. She moves on to 4-0 undefeated. Congratulations, you are now 4-0 undefeated. How does that make you feel? ยินดีด้วยนะครับตอนนี้ก็4-0แล้วยังไร้พ่ายอยู่นะครับรู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับ
รู้สึกว่าทุกไฟต์ก็จะทำเต็มที่ทุกไฟต์ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
She said she will try her best every single fight. What's next for you? อยากที่จะทำยังไงต่อครับผมในแมตช์ถัดไปฮะ
ในแมตช์ถัดไปอุปสรรคก็ค่อนข้างเยอะแต่ว่าก็จะซ้อมให้เต็มที่ที่สุดเท่าที่จะทำได้ค่ะ
She said she knows that there are many more obstacles to come, but she will train hard and try her best. Congratulations. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากครับ
One will stand, we won't tire. Stand, we won't tire. Won't stand, we won't tire. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on, hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue, but we're going to take a very short break. We're going to take 10 minutes breaks, and then after this, we're going to have 4 more bouts. So stay tuned. เราจะพักกันชั่วครู่เดียวนะฮะประมาณ10 นาทีนะครับหลังจากนั้นเราก็จะมาต่อกันด้วยนะครับผมอีกทั้งหมด4 คู่ครับเดี๋ยวเจอกันครับผม
Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of punches land like thunder cracking. Strength and heart, there's no slacking. Feel the roar, the crowd is backing. In this fight, there's no backing. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. We won't tire. Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains. Every round will break the chains. In this game, only one reigns. Blow by blow, the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of gold. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Stand, we won't tire. Won't stand, we won't tire. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on, hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Won't 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 stand, we won't tire. Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains. Every round will break the chains. In this game, only one reigns. Blow by blow, the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of punches land like thunder cracking, strength and heart, there's no slacking. Feel the roar, the crowd is backing. In this fight, there's no backing. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. We won't tire. Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains, every round will break the chains. In this game only one reigns. Blow by blow the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of gold. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Stand, we won't tire. Won't stand, we won't tire. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Won't 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 stand, we won't tire. Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains, every round will break the chains. In this game only one reigns. Blow by blow the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of. Punches land like thunder cracking. Strength and heart, there's no slacking. Feel the roar, the crowd is backing. In this fight, there's no backing. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. We won't tire. Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains, every round will break the chains. In this game only one reigns. Blow by blow the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of gold. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Stand, we won't tire. Won't stand, we won't tire. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Won't 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 stand, we won't tire. Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains, every round will break the chains. In this game only one reigns. Blow by blow the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of.
82. That's a cruiserweight supposed to be. They've got light heavyweight, but it's supposed to be a cruiserweight. Fight 3 is Ilhami, 48.2. His opponent, Aim Ong, 48.5. Down to number 7. Hasman Su, 57.7. Bamragal, 57.1. This is also a cruiserweight
In the ring, blood and sweat fly. Fists of fury in the blink of an eye. Heart of a lion, won't back down. Fight till the end in this brutal town. Dumbbells claim shadow box in the mirror. Dreams of the belt, vision getting clearer. Sweat hits the mad grind, never ends. Highland hustlers destined to transcend. Punching at the bag, gloves stained with fight. Round after round, battle shining bright. Footwork fierce, got the moves to evade. Knuckles full of fury, every debt repaid. Highland grind where champions are made. Fighting for dreams in the ring we invade. Training every day till the prize in hand. Future on the rise, here we make our stand. Coaches yell, keeping focus tight. Drilling, diligent day and night. Speed rope whips, agility grows. Belief in the struggle, that's how it goes. Iron will forged in the cold dark morning. Pushing limits, no backing, no warning. Sweat drenched warriors, hearts full of fire. In Highland's embrace, dreams never tire. Highland grind where champions are made. Fighting for dreams in the ring we invade. Training every day till the prize in hand. Future on the rise, here we make our stand. Yeah.
Q is CH.
Dumbbells claim shadow box in the mirror. Dreams of the belt, vision getting clearer. Sweat hits the mad grind, never ends. Highland hustlers destined to transcend. Punching at the bag, gloves stained with fight. Round after round, battle shining bright. Footwork fierce, got the moves to evade. Knuckles full of fury, every debt repaid. Highland grind where champions are made. Fighting for dreams in the ring we invade. Training every day till the prize in hand. Future on the rise, here we make our stand. Coaches yell, keeping focus tight. Drilling, diligent day and night. Speed rope whips, agility grows. Belief in the struggle, that's how it goes. Iron will forged in the cold dark morning. Pushing limits, no backing, no warning. Sweat drenched warriors, hearts full of fire. In Highland's embrace, dreams never tire. Highland grind where champions are made. Fighting for dreams in the ring we invade. Training every day till the prize in hand. Future on the rise, here we make our stand. Yeah. Champion rises from the fight. Knock them down under the lights. Glory found with every strike. No one can stand up to my might. Hands like hammers, bones do break. Men who tried met their fate. Victory lands with each quake. Trail of the broken, my own wake. Hear the bell, round 3 begins. Eyes locked tight, predators grin. Never falter, always win. Gold is mine for taking in. Champion rises from the fight. Knock them down under the lights. Glory found with every strike. No one can stand up to my might. might. Champion rises from the fight. Knock them down under the lights. Glory found with every strike. No one can stand up to my might. Wave your hands up in the air. 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 In the ring, blood and sweat fly. Fists of fury in the blink of an eye. Heart of a lion, won't back down. Fight till the end in this brutal town. Battered and bruised, but still we stand. Dreams of glory in our hands. Broken bones and shattered dreams. Chase the light as darkness screams. Rise of legends side by side. Fight with passion, cast your pride. Champion's heart will never fade. In the fire, our souls are made. Echoes of Rogers side by side. Fight with passion, cast your pride. Champion's heart will never fade. In the fire, our souls are made. Echoes of roars fuel our rage. Warriors trapped inside a cage. Pain and fear means nothing here. Eyes on the prize will persevere. Every punch a step to fame. In this wild, relentless game. Sweat and tears pave the way. Victory calls, we won't delay. Rise of legends side by side. Fight with passion, cast your pride. Champion's heart will never fade. In the fire, our souls are made. Echoes of Rogers side by side. Fight with passion, cast your pride. Champion's heart will never fade. In the fire, our souls are made. is mine for taking in. Champion rises from the fight. Knock them down under the lights. Glory found with every strike. No one can stand up to my might. Champion rises from the fight. Knock them down under the lights. Glory found with every strike. No one can stand up to my might. Champion rises from the fight. Knock them down under the lights. Glory found with every strike. No one can stand up to my might. Punches land like thunder cracking. Strength and heart, there's no slacking. Feel the roar, the crowd is backing. In this fight, there's no backing. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. We won't tire. Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains, every round will break the chains. In this game only one reigns. Blow by blow the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of gold. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Stand, we won't tire. Won't stand, we won't tire. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Won't 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 stand, we won't tire. Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains, every round will break the chains. In this game only one reigns. Blow by blow the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights we're sold to victory, hearts of.
Only sparring. That's all he did. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, someone as good as Crawford, he'll dominate, well, he's dominated his current division.
I think he'll be competitive. Like, okay, pound for pound, Crawford's a much better fighter in my eyes, but
again,
against Bivol.
Yeah,
but like with the size difference,
I think Bivol wins that fight.
I think Crawford would at the very least be competitive.
Because I know, look, a lot of people are comparing Canelo to Crawford after that fight, and I'm like, you've also got to remember Mayweather, when he fought Canelo, didn't get touched. He walked through Canelo. He actually went to him. I'm not saying Crawford boxed badly or anything, because he did exactly what he had to win, but he didn't stand and trade long with him. He didn't walk through him. He didn't go forward. He stayed on that back foot. Bivol, I think, would be too powerful.
But yeah, I think that fight might look similar to, remember Crawford fighting Victor Pascal or something?
The guy who gave him a lot of trouble?
No, he gave that guy trouble. Victor Pascal. You think of Manjumok?
I am.
Victor Pascal. Like, I remember the fight, yeah, it was a long time ago. He fought, like, similarly to before, not as good, very, like, rangy, but Crawford just waited and then timed him as he came in. So,
I mean, but timing someone like Bivol, who's got those big legs and that big shoulder body, I mean, he'd do more. I don't know, but it's hard to say, because I think Bivol is too long for him and too powerful.
Yeah, I think Bivol is favored. However, he would at least be competitive. But if they were the same size, it would be
side by side Crawford, I think.
I think Crawford would be favored.
Yeah, 100%.
Get up, get down, let's move, let's groove, feel the beat, feel the heat. Let's lose, let's choose, this night is ours. The stars, the lights will shine bright. Alright, oh yeah. Hands up, don't stop. We're flying high in the sky, so high we're flying by. The bass is thumping, hearts jumping.
Thank you. Welcome back to all the viewers watching live on TrillerTV and on the YouTube channel Highland Boxing Promotions. And now it is the last bout of this event. Please, this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of light flyweight action. Welcoming first to the ring from the blue corner, Singh Yang.
As the sound ascends, we're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear.
And now entering the ring from the red corner, Alvin Dolokin.
Energy buzz, body to body in a world where pain's a must. Fist to the face, taking no shame. Here's the rule in the champion's game. Gloves up, hearts pounding strong. Champion spirit keeps pushing.
Introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, official weight 49.3 kilograms, making his professional debut, hailing out of China, Singh Yang.
Every punch lands, it's a dance of survival.
And his opponent finding out the red corner, official weight 48.9 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 1 victory, 3 defeats, and only 1 bout even, hailing out of and proudly representing the Philippines, Alvin Dolokin. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, referee Wadawut Dun Kao, and the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Sanagon Kantong, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Mrs. Pakapong Songmani.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to this light flyweight affair, which we can contest over 4 3-minute rounds. And it is the Philippines taking on China. In the blue corner, we've got Singh Yang, who is in the white trunks, making his debut today representing China. And in the red corner, we've got Alvin Dolokin, who has 5 bouts on his record, 1 victory, 3 defeats, 1 draw, and he's proudly representing the Philippines in the red trunks with the black trim. And it's another southpaw versus an orthodox, Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely blessed when we get these matchups. 2 very fast styles as well in the light flyweight division. And 2 countries that are renowned for being very fast starters, very front foot fighters as well. Exactly what we want to see here, but Yang doing a good job to land some of these shots, but he keeps dropping his hands to his chest as well, so Alvin might take over from here.
Yeah, Yang, this is his debut today. I mean, is it a bit of a nightmare when you fight a southpaw in your debut, Jimmy?
It's a nightmare to have a southpaw and someone as active as Alvin as well. So, I mean, I've got to give credit to Yang. You done. Oh, big left hook there sends Alvin to the canvas.
And Alvin taking a while to get up, using his experience here. But he's still a little bit light on his feet, and here comes Yang. Yang swinging in heavy. Hit Alvin again with a left hook. Alvin is stumbling. And again, Alvin trying to survive, trying to swing back at Yang. And they're waving it off here in the corner. Wow, good work there by the corner of Alvin Doloquin. But congratulations to Singh Yang, who has got a win on his first fight on his professional boxing record with a knockout.
Yeah, I mean, a fast start by both of these fighters. Alvin came out firing, but Yan came out firing just a little bit harder. And in a fight where it's fire against fire, all it takes is that one connection and it ends the fight. I really think that fight was going either way. It just so happens who can withstand some of the punishment, and it was that one crisp punch on the end of the jaw that put him down. Great stoppage by the corner of Alvin as well, but this night belongs to Yang. Here is Mr. Denman.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 1 minute and 14 seconds, your winner by way of first round TKO, Singh Tiam Yang.
Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire.
And this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of cruiserweight action. Calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Yuttana Wongda.
Crowd roaring loud, feel the energy buzz. Body to body in a world where pain's a must. Fist to the face, taking no shame. Here's the rule in the champion's game. Gloves up, hearts pounding strong. Champion spirit keeps pushing on. One more round till the final bell. Winning's the only story I tell. Oh, every punch lands, it's a dance of survival. Glaring eyes locked, it's pure denial. No retreat, no surrender, no backward glance. Victory in sight, here's my final stance.
We're switching the bouts, so this bout will be contested. Scheduled for 8 rounds of super bantamweight action. Calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Niran Bao No.
Crowd roaring loud, feel the energy buzz. Body to body in a world where pain's a must. Fist to the face, taking no shame. Here's the rule in the champion's game. Gloves up, hearts pounding strong. Champion spirit keeps pushing on.
Now entering the ring from the red corner, Rusen Cheng.
This is the place where you wanna be. Life flash colors seen in a dream. Join the rhythm, become the theme. Feel the rise as the sound ascends. We're together, friends till the end. Hands in the air, shout loud and clear. Tonight's the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, with a professional boxing record of 14 victories and 31 defeats with no bouts even. Representing Thailand, Niran Bao No.
Let your body set free. This is the
And his opponent fighting out the red corner with a professional boxing record of 5 victories and 5 defeats with no bouts even. hailing out of and proudly representing China, Rusen Cheng. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, referee Thanagon Kantong. And the three judges go to ringside, Mr. Carlos Costa, Mr. Chris Sanyadet, and Mrs. Pakapon Songmani.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next bout on the card. This is in the Super Bantamweight division, contested over 8 3-minute rounds. Blue corner, we've got Niran Baonok, a veteran of 45 fights. He is wearing the red trunks with the white trim, and he is representing Thailand. And standing across from him in the ring is Rusen Cheng, who has 10 fights on his record, 5 victories, 5 defeats, and he's wearing the black trunks. Fighting out the red corner. And again, Jimmy, Southpaw versus Unorthodox.
Yeah, I mean, we've just had such a fast fight before this one. And again, the fighting style of fighters from China tends to be very fast-paced, very aggressive, front foot action. You know, Narun knows this as well. We've seen Narun Baonok fight several times before. He's a little bit more calculated, but still very aggressive as well. And, you know, like you mentioned, Ali, nearly 50 fights under his belt. I mean, regardless of how many losses, that's still lots and lots of experience there.
Yeah, I mean, at that stage of your career, if you've got that many fights, you've pretty much seen it all. Or have you? Nirunk with the overhand right there.
I mean, it's interesting you say it because fighters change, but generations of boxing change as well. How we fought in the 60s and how we fight now will always be different. So the beauty of boxing is something will always be different here, but it tends to be nationalities stick to their style of fighting.
Jab there by Niran. Cheng throwing his own jab out, missing with the left hand.
Well, Zheng going in for that corkscrew shot, which you don't really see too often. I mean, you see it with, you know, some of the Latin American fighters, that corkscrew shot right through the middle. And there we see it once again. It's a beautiful move when it lands, but very high risk as well.
Yeah, Zheng controlling the fight on the front foot on the outside. Niran happy to stay on the back foot. Right hand there goes through the guard for Niran.
I like how Narun just got away from that big shot attempted by Zheng as well. Definitely a testament to the man's experience to see that shot coming from a mile away.
Swing and a miss there by Zheng. Jab there, double jab there down the middle by Zheng. Niran though being aggressive with the left hook and the right hand.
And you can see Narun just biding his time here, trying to find those openings, trying to wait for Zheng to really open up his shoulders before he gets those shots going. But Narun to me looks very, very calm here as he lands a nice right hand down the middle. He's aware that Zheng's coming forward. Narun to me looks very calm, cool, and collected.
Tie up here by Niran. Done that a few times right now. Really good at just killing time, just tying up his opponent and then walking him towards the ropes so that he can just pivot himself off and find some extra space to work with.
I mean, this is 8 rounds, remember, so we're taking a little bit of time, but a nice pull counter landed by Narun towards the end of this round. End of round 1, 7 more rounds scheduled, Ali.
Yep, 7 more rounds to go, and we will get the replays for you from round number 1, as it was an aggressive start from the southpaw. Zheng, Rusen Zheng representing China, Niran Baonok happy to sort of wait and bait him on the back foot with the right hand and throwing out the left hook when he got the opportunity to, as you can just see on the replay. Zheng though has got a powerful left hand, wasn't able to land it very flush in the round all the time. But not a bad round for Zheng. I would be leaning that way at the moment on my unofficial scorecard, Jimmy.
Yeah, it was actually quite an exciting round because Narun on that back foot looked very dangerous, and that's something we haven't seen too much of tonight, is someone on that back foot but being dangerous with the counter punches but being comfortable. And then we saw with Zheng, very forward pressure, very much aggression at its finest, but it's very hard to keep this aggression up over 8 rounds. We will see.
Okay, here we go, round 2 underway. Zheng in the red corner, Niran Baonok in the blue corner. Good left hand again there from Zheng.
But I do like that Narun is always being difficult. You know, there's It's a very typical style, almost called on your bicycle, where you're always jockeying left and right. You're always moving left and right with your shoulders. And there we see it again. He's always moving left and right as the runs are trying to get those counters in. And it seems to be working for him right now.
Good right hand to the body there by Narun.
And these counters are definitely getting through. Narun, to me, has found the rhythm, found the timing. He's getting those pull counters in. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Narun so far.
He's just stopping Zheng in his tracks with these right hands. We just saw him land a right hand right in front of us, Jimmy, on the ropes, just baiting him in. He's playing possum on the back foot. There he goes again. Didn't connect there this time. But that's a dangerous shot there for Narun. And there it goes again.
I mean, it's almost like putting a roadblock out where you know the cars are coming. He knows where Zheng's coming every time, and he's just leaving the shot out there. He doesn't even need to commit to the shot because Zheng is walking onto it right now.
And there it goes again with the right hand to the body. Narun, Baochanthuek, and Zheng. Just like you say all the time, Jimmy, timing, beating speed and power, and that's what we're seeing from Narun, Baochanthuek in the blue corner. Jabs to the body by Narun. Right hand from Narun as well.
And I would like to see Zheng start mixing things up here because although he's being aggressive, he's not really doing anything with the aggression. He's not throwing any feints. He's not going to the body. Zheng needs to start being active as well going forward. Start throwing those jabs out. Start trying to press Narun because Narun's just trying to evade him now.
Zheng is trying to land that left uppercut. I mean, what's a good way to set up a left uppercut, Jimmy, if it's your rear hand?
I mean, if you're in the southpaw stance and you're trying to set up that left hook, I mean, it's not the shot you're going for, but as long as you step to the left-hand side of your opponent or the right-hand side, that's how you deliver your power shot. So he's really got to step that right hand on the outside of his opponent and just kind of loop it around. You're not going for a clean left hook, you're going for a looping left hook.
Low blow there by Zheng, obviously unintentional, and Narun Baochanthuek is going to be able to continue. Clock winds down now. We're approaching the 30-second mark in this round. Right hand there by Narun Baochanthuek. That's his best shot.
I mean, Narun's just using bread and butter boxing here against the southpaw, which is wait and bait him and then just throw that shot over the top. He's not doing anything fancy, and that's exactly what you need to do sometimes in boxing. Stick to the basics, and it will work.
Right hand again there from Narun Baochanthuek, and there goes the 10-second clapper. Swing and a miss by Zheng. Zheng trying to walk down Narun Baochanthuek. And that is the end of round number 2. We'll get the replays for you shortly, and then we'll get into round 3.
A much better round there for Narun. That first round, I would have probably argued it could have gone to Zheng, but that second round, Narun just landing so many great counters. And every time Zheng came in, he was already very defense-oriented. You see in these replays, he's always waiting for Narun to charge on him, then he's ready with the counters. It's that step-back right hand, shoveling right hand to the body. I would like to see Narun even like get that jab working for him as well, but to the opposite side as well, I do think Zheng needs to do the same thing. Zheng is coming forward, but not doing anything with the forward pressure. He's just moving forward. He needs to jab. He needs to throw the right hand. He needs to get his footwork working for him a little bit better here.
Here we go, round 3 underway. Zheng in the black trunks in the red corner, and Narun Baochanthuek in the red trunks with the white trim in the blue corner. So like you said, Jimmy, Zheng being the aggressor in the previous rounds, but not doing much with it, and Narun Baochanthuek just timing him as he's coming in, using his experience to just out-time and out-box Zheng as he comes forward. Frustrating opponent for Zheng to face on the opposite side of him in the ring.
Yeah, and like I've said several times before, the old school boxers are taught to punch with their feet first, and that's a great right hand down the middle, but as I was saying, punching with your feet first is knowing where your feet are going before you lay the punches down. And I just think Zheng is going for the hands rather than the footwork. He needs to start double stepping, he needs to start sidestepping, but he needs to change up his footwork to try and trick Narun. Narun's waiting for Zheng to fall into that right hand every time.
Right hand again there from Narun Baochanthuek.
And it is just a beautiful counter because all he is doing is stepping to his left of his lead leg and then going down the middle with it, and that's all he needs to do. The shot just kind of works for itself.
Narun Baochanthuek complaining of a clash of heads. Again, going with the right hand to the body. I mean, the clash of heads, Jimmy, it's such a... It's, you know, ending a lot of fights or great contested fights, something that you want to try and avoid as much as you can in Western boxing, but sometimes it's just unavoidable when you get up close and personal inside the pocket.
Well, southpaw and orthodox, you'll always have headbutts. It'll always happen. You know, some fighters are known to just realize that it's going to happen and just kind of move with it, but it's bound to happen with a southpaw against an orthodox. It's a shame when it happens, but it does happen.
Swing and a miss again there by Zhang. Right hand by Naranbaunot.
And you can see he's starting to step a little bit forward now as Zhang, but he's still not jabbing with it. He's moving forward, he's being more aggressive and more active, but he's not doing enough with it. Narung, on the other hand, sticking to the same game plan, using that right hand, stepping around, trying to land the counters.
Good uppercut there by Naranbaunot, but Zhang coming back with his own uppercuts as well.
Fighting fire with fire, and we've seen it in several fights before this one. Zhang starts, but then he knocks him to the canvas. Zhang with the left hook, sending him down. And Narun doesn't look like he's getting up here. He makes it to his feet, but Zhang looks ready and rearing to go.
Yeah, Zhang knocking down Naranbaunot, finally finding the target and knocking him down. Naranbaunot just making the count. Good left hand there by Zhang, trying to finish the job inside the distance.
But he's got to be careful here that he doesn't walk onto a counter of Narun. He's got him where he wants him. He's got the aggression. He's got the knockdown in that round. And that's the round he really needed, Ali.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jimmy. That is the end of the round. And here we go with the replay. There's the check right hook there from Zhang. Trying to close the distance as much as you could in this fight with the left uppercuts. Going in the body here, upstairs with the uppercut too. It was right there, that left hook. As Naran was trying to get away, looked like he was dazed, and then that left uppercut, left hook came out of nowhere. Just knocks him straight down to the canvas.
Yeah, I mean, Naran was having such a great round and such a great fight, and then, as we've always mentioned in boxing, one fight and one punch can change everything. And in that fight so far, that one punch has changed the momentum completely. Narun is now on the run, and now Zhang is going to try and press the pace.
Here we go, round 4 coming up. Zhang in the black trunks, and Naranbaunot in the red trunks with the white trim.
And now he's got the confidence, Ali. Zhang's got the confidence, he's got the power to put him down, and maybe that's exactly what he needed to, because before he was in the close quarters of Narun, but not doing anything with it. Now he knows, I've got power to put this man down, but he's walking into right hands as well.
But it's also catching Narun though. Like you said, Narun is on the run, he is on the move all the time. He's forcing Zhang to come forward and fight. And that definitely does, you know, makes the fight a lot harder for you, chasing your opponent like a cat and mouse game.
And now you can see Zhang getting away from that right hand of Narun. The shot that was landing clean, but you can see these body shots are definitely hurting Narun. He's really flinching every time. Zhang is throwing, and there we see it once again. Narun falls to the canvas, and the man from China, Mr. Rusen Zhang. Great victory for this young man.
Yeah, it was the left hook to the body that Zhang was able to find to get the stoppage for him right here in the 4th round at the halfway stage of this bout. Zhang just taking his opportunity and getting it, improving his record to 6 victories. Great knockout there against a veteran of the sport, Naranbaunot. I will take over to Mr. Peter Denman for the official decision. See you in the next bout.
Punches fly, no time for fear. Feel the pain, yet no one's near.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 57 seconds, your winner by way of 4th round knockout, Rusen Zhang.
In this fight, there's no backing. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it.
Thank you for tuning in with us, for all the viewers watching live on TV Thriller and also the YouTube channel Highland Boxing Promotions. This will be it and we'll be streaming live on the zone, so you can catch us there at 5 p.m. Until next time, Sawadee Krap. Have a good evening.
Adrenaline is in our veins. Through the struggle and the pains, every round will break the chains. In this game only one reigns. Blow by blow the story's told. Legends rise as champions bold. Underneath the lights were sold to victory hearts of gold. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears, unleash desire. One will stand, we won't tire. Stand, we won't tire. Won't stand, we won't tire. Champions are born in the fire. Gloves on hands, we take it higher. Face your fears.